Hi, welcome to Besito Fiber. Use coupon code Nashville for free shipping. Hi, I'm Dana. I am with Besito Fiber, which is my family-run yarn dyeing business. I live with my husband and my two kiddos, one of which is 26 and says, "Do not talk about me on your video." So I will try very hard not to talk about him. My youngest is my 15-year-old. He was adopted out of the country, and which kind of led to our business name. When we adopted him and first brought him home, he was 19 months, and he had very limited English. He wasn't a big talker in the beginning anyway, and if you know Logan now, you're probably like, well, he's not really a big talker now. But one of the things that connected us in the beginning, and the foster mother who had taken care of him, it's like, oh, ask him for un besito, por favor, a little kiss, please. And literally all I would have to do is, Logan, un besito, por favor, and he would come running over and give me the biggest, wettest toddler kiss at the time. And honestly, to this day, even at almost 16, he will still give me kisses. At the end of the day, he'll go un besito, and he'll pop a little kiss on my forehead. Then he usually, the other part of it, I usually say, "Thank you for being my boy." He says, "Thank you for being my mom." And it's our family tradition. And when I was trying to think of a fabulous name for my company, because there's, wow, some of these dyers have these amazing names. I couldn't think of anything that was unique, that was expressed who we were. I asked my husband, I don't know, yarn. You know, I asked my older son, he's like, I don't know, Dana dyes yarn. And I asked Logan, and Logan looked at me, he's like, it needs to be un besito, because that's us. So we became un besito, a little kiss. And so we like to think of it as un besito for your love of color. So a little kiss for your love of color. Before I go any further, I wanted to let you know, while you can find us on Etsy, you also can find us on Besito Fiber, or www.unbesitofiber.com. So, getting to the snack packs. This is called the glare. You know what, I'm going to insert pictures for you. Okay, like I promised, I inserted some pictures here of my snack packs. These are the light side. So this is the first box I want to show you. This is the light side. Thanks. They're in a bakery box. There's a false bottom in there to raise them up to the top. So you get a dozen little 10-gram balls. And these are my smooches. My smooches are my main, these two shelves here, smooches and smooches. They are my main fingering weight yarn. It's really what I sell more of than anything else. It's a 75-25, and it's a really soft and squishy yarn. So again, this one's the light side. This one I've had for a little bit. I think I have maybe 6 or 7 left as of filming day. They go pretty quickly though. A couple weeks ago, I came up with rainbow sprinkles. And here are your close-ups of rainbow sprinkles. It takes you through the rainbow of colors, but it also adds pink and brown and black for you. All sprinkled yarns. And we go from a light pink to a red to a magenta, purple, dark blue, light blue, turquoise, because you'll find turquoise in everything I do. There's a green in there, yellow, well, you can't really see, orange, black and brown. I have a circular sock machine, and I created an infinity scarf with the sprinkles. Here's a close-up of that infinity scarf made with the Rainbow Sprinkle snack pack. So that is rainbow sprinkles. And I think I have about, I made 75 to begin with a couple weeks ago. And I think I have maybe 23-ish. That is, I have a couple on Etsy just in case, you know, so people over there can find it. But most of them, and if it looks like Etsy sold out, I have, I believe I have 18 of them over on my new website, which is www.unbesitofiber.com. So I wanted to make a special snack pack just for SSK. And while I was looking at it and I was Googling pictures, I'm like, I know, I'm going to make something related to Nashville. I haven't been to Nashville since I was a little kid. And, you know, I'm really excited to be going, and I was excited to be going, honestly, without my family, to load up the car and drive somewhere by myself. I live in northern Illinois, really at the, like north of Chicago at the Wisconsin border. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to do this myself. So I was Googling pictures of Nashville, and I kept seeing a picture that was like an evening in Nashville or a night in Nashville. And so that was tentatively going to be the name of this kit. So this is the Nashville inspiration picture. Don't you just love these colors? You know, a night in Nashville, that sounded cute and all, but it didn't quite feel like how I feel right now. So I named it, or I should have been in Nashville. We all should have been in Nashville. We, you know, again, we should have been there. It should have not, we just, you know, not talking politics, just talking about the year of 2020 and how crazy everything's been. It should have been in Nashville. So this is I should have been in Nashville. I love this snack pack. I love these tonal colors and how they remind me of that photo I had shown you earlier. Here's the infinity scarf for I should have been in Nashville. I hope you love it as much as I do. So I wanted to still take you on a quick tour. So I've got, in my site, I've got some minis. These are 20-gram mini packs. These are smooches. Again, these are kind of my most favorite 75-25, super soft. These have a great feel next to your skin. And if there's anything that you have questions about, I mean, obviously you can see them on my shop, but please feel free to email me. You can email me at dana@besitofiber.com. Some more smooches. Every shade of turquoise I think I could ever come up with, in greens. These are just super soft and squishy. Great to knit with. 100-gram skeins, 459 yards. And then newer to my line is Courtship. It's a DK. It's also a 75-25 because I know a lot of people who like to make DK socks, kind of slipper socks, and found that they were struggling if all they could find was 100% merino. So I wanted to, so this is my original Courtship line, and then I just created some solids to match. This one really shows all of the colors in Courtship. And if you look in there, there are 2 turquoises, because why wouldn't there? So you know that if you're getting something in Courtship, everything has the potential to match. Now some of them are 1 colors and the whole skein. And some of them are a solid color with multiple colored speckles. You know, we have, oops, I'm pointing at the wrong one. We have the main gold, then the speckles are in the green and the blue. And we could certainly match it with, you know, the turquoise. Could match it with the new light green. You know, we could take the light green and match it with this soft pink because you'll know that there's green speckles in there. Wow, I love those 2 together. I also have a skein that has speckles in all of the colors, so you can match this with any of them. So if you are looking for, yarns that you know are going to look good together, Courtship DK is really that answer. I say it's like Garanimals. Everything matches. You know, match your tiger with your tiger. But some of you might be too young to remember that. So I also have what's called Swoon. Swoon is a mostly DK. I have some fingering weight. Swoon is an 80-20 blend of merino and silk. So I love it. So that is Swoon DK. I'm moving you over again. Sorry, try not to go so fast. I have self-stripers. I don't have a lot in stock right now, but I do have self-stripping. Some of them, one of my brands called Tough Love, and Tough Love is also 75-25, but it is a German sock yarn that is kind of hardier. It's funny. It is still 100 grams, 459 yards, like my smooches is, but it's tougher. It's a variance in microns and the way the twist is. So think of, boy, and I hate to say their names out loud because I don't. Think of some of the common European yarns used for socks. Might rhyme with mopal or megia or some of those. That's the feel it has. So those are ones that I always recommend for socks, because if you're like my kiddos, they are very tough on socks. So I call them Tough Love, and I'll show you more Tough Love in just a minute. Some of the ones I have are in my Smooches, my sock, or my squishy yarn. Some of them you'll see come with a mini that matches. If I ever include minis, the minis are always in Tough Love for heels and toes. So even if you're just a little hard on socks, sometimes I give you Tough Loves to kind of extend the life of them. And who doesn't love a fun pop of color? I have a sparkle set. Oddly enough, I call them sparkles. So you can see, depending on the angle I'm at, you can see the fun sparkles. These are also a fingering weight yarn. This is my Tough Love. The Tough Love I have, I'm waiting on another delivery. It comes from Europe. I'll be waiting still, I think, a little bit longer. And then I have some of the Swoon in a fingering weight. Honestly, it was a misship from Europe. And so I'm just testing it out, see what people think. And I, would love to hear what you think. This shop sample was super fun to knit. It's the Gâteau by TheKnitGirlls. In fact, I knit myself one, which is what I'm wearing today, just a few sizes bigger. I have a few of these snack packs available on my website, besitofiber.com. It's called Dozen Layers, and it's for the 12 stripes used in this Gâteau. This sample is also by TheKnitGirlls. This is the Magpie Tendencies. This is the Camaro by Tanis Lavalley. It is in my Swoon DK. This is the Look Squirrel by Casa Pinka, also in Swoon DK. This is Breathing Space by Vera Vaccamelli. It's my favorite knit of all time. I made it in my Smooches yarn in Big Dipper the blue and Orion's Bubblegum in pink. This is Party All the Time in Courtship DK, sitting atop my husband's head. So thanks for taking the time to get to know me today. I really hope to see you all next year at SSK in Nashville. In the meantime, feel free to check out my website. That's www.unbesito.com, and use coupon code Nashville for free shipping. Thanks so much. And again, your secret word was fiber.